The other thing Trey is trying to do is you make the Bengals look bad by making it seem like they broke promises. Look, the quote here is, the offers prior to the draft did not reflect the vision we shared and were promised last offseason if I continued to play at a high level. So maybe promises were made. Maybe assurances were made. They weren't in writing, so they don't mean anything. Look, I work here at iHeartMedia under a contract. I've worked here for close to 27 years. There have been people that I have worked past tense for that have made me promises. If they weren't in writing, I didn't count on them. Most never came to fruition. You know, my bosses could tell me, Mo, we're going to put a mini bar in the studio for you. Yeah, okay, cool, awesome. Hope you do. If we don't have it in writing, I'm not counting on it. Hey, we're going to send you on the road. You're going to be able to do your show from wherever the Bearcats are playing. Okay, you putting that in writing too? If so, I'll hold you to it. If not, they're just words. They don't mean anything. But also, like, there are promises and there are assurances, but there's also mitigating factors that change things. A year ago at this time, the market for edge rusher was different than it is right now. Before the offseason began this year, there was one edge rusher with a contract averaging at least $30 million a year, Nick Bosa. Since then, what has happened? The edge rusher market has absolutely exploded. Max Crosby, 3 years, $106.5 million, averaging $39.5 a year. Myles Garrett, perennial first-team All-Pro, the first $40 million per year non-quarterback less than a week later. By the way, the Bengals market has changed. T. Higgins was not going to be a Bengal in 2025 a year ago. Now he's not only a Bengal in 2025, he is a Bengal for the foreseeable future. A year ago at this time, T. Higgins was going to be hitting free agency once the season came to an end. So some stuff has changed. So in the absence of anything in writing and understanding outside circumstances affect markets, affect a player's value, like, dude, Trey, sorry, you might have been given promises, but unless those promises were an offer sheet or a contract, and unless they were specific dollar amounts, well, sorry, man, like, they're just words. They're just promises. I can't feel for him here, and I know what he's doing. It's the Bengals. It's an unpopular ownership group. It's an unpopular franchise when it comes to, their perception that they're cheap and impersonal. He's trying to make it seem like the Bengals broke promises, and maybe they did. Trey, get him in writing. Also, Trey, understand there are going to be circumstances that unfold that maybe change the organization's outlook. Like, it may be a real-world example is this. Everything's costing more now. Like, you may have promised your kid a year ago or 2 years ago, hey, summer of 2025, we're going to go on these big, elaborate vacations. What has happened since? Stuff costs more. Tariffs are impacting people. Stuff changes.